Hello students, today we are going to cover an important chapter of class 6th science, which is mindful eating, a path to a healthy body. Now before starting the chapter, let me introduce myself a little bit. So I am Raghav Daksh, currently pursuing history honors from University of Delhi College of Vocational Studies. Now let's start our chapter. So the first topic that we are going to see is the importance of food. That why is food so important in our life? So food is necessary for our life. The wise saying, one who eats wholesome, moderate and appropriate food is healthy, highlights this. So there is a saying, there's a wise saying that one means a person who eats wholesome, moderate, not too much and not too less food and very clean food and appropriate food is a healthy person. So this highlights that how food plays an important role in our life. How is it important? The Upanishad also says, now Upanishads are the Indian text that says food gives life to living beings. So food is like a fuel for our body. That's how we are living our life. If we won't get the food, we won't be able to perform any task, or we will not be able to survive without food. Medhu and Mishti, these two are the children in the book. So they learn that our bodies depend on food for energy and life. So food provides us energy as well as life. So energy to perform any task and life to live our life. Now, what do we eat? Everyone eats different types of food daily. Our meals all week can include a mix of items such as rice, rotis, vegetable, pulses, fruits, etc. So we don't eat the same kind of food every day, a same item. We have diversity of food. We have multiple food items that we eat on the daily basis, like rice, rotis, vegetable, pulses, fruits, etc. Now, if you record your weekly meals, you may notice your food choices change, and sometimes even on the daily basis. Activity, you can do this activity. Compare your weekly meal list with your friends that are present in your class. You'll find some foods are similar but others are different. So there is a variety of food which everyone eats. Not everyone eat a similar kind of food. In conclusion, you will notice that there is a wide diversity in the food eaten by people even within the same class. So you can do that, you can do this activity. Food in different regions. Different Indian states have their own special foods, mainly based on what crops are grown locally and on local traditions. So geographically also it differs. Not everyone eat the same kind of food. A person who's sitting in the UP or in Delhi eats a different kind of food, and a person who's living in the southern area of India, in the South India, eats a different kind of food. Now, why is that? Because crops differ in area. So, for example, in Punjab, wheat, maize, chickpeas are the main crops. So, foods like makke di roti and sarson da saag is very much popular in Punjab. In Karnataka, rice, ragi are the main crops. So, foods like idli and dosa are popular. In Manipur, rice, bamboo, soybean are the main crops. So, rice, iromba, and utti, these are the dishes that are very much famous in Manipur. So, there is a diversity of food. So the type of traditional food usually matches the crops grown in the area. So crops that are grown in a particular area, that are the main crops, are generally the traditional food of that area. India's variety in soil and climate lets us grow many different crops in different places. Because India is a very large land, and there is a variety of soil, and that helps in the growth of multiple crops. Food choices also depend on taste, local culture, and traditions. Now, changes in cooking practices. Cooking methods have changed a lot over time. So, we don't cook the food similarly as we used to in the past years, because earlier people cooked on chulas, which is mud stoves, and ground food on stone grinders, which are silbatta. Now we use gas stoves and electric mixers or grinders, which are faster and easier. As the technology grew, the cooking methods have also changed. Changes in cooking are due to new technology and easier transportation and better communication. Activity, you can do this activity. Ask elderly people about what and how they used to cook, and compare it to the current scenario, that how you are cooking right now. Now, components of food. At a food festival, nutrition expert explains that health is the ultimate wealth. When you skip a meal, you feel weak and tired. Our body needs food to stay energetic. So, food works as a fuel for our body. We need food to do any particular task, or to live our life, to survive. So, an expert explains that health is the ultimate wealth. So, we need to eat a good food. Now, carbohydrates. It contains in the energy foods. So, carbohydrate provides energy for daily activities. For example, wheat, rice, and maize. These are the grains. Vegetables such as sweet potato and potato. Fruits such as banana, pineapple, and mango. And sugar is also a type of carbohydrate. So glucose, a type of carbohydrate, offers quick energy. That's why runners drink glucose water. So glucose is also a type of carbohydrate which provides a quick energy. That's why runners and even athletes drink glucose water or glucose drink. Now fats, stored energy. Fats are another energy source and helps the body stay warm in winters. Foods rich in fats are nuts, which are groundnuts, walnuts, almonds, and seeds like pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. Ghee, oils, butter, milk. These are also the foods that are nutritious enough and they have the enough fat. Animal fats and plant fats are both important. Animals like polar bear uses fat stored under their skin to survive long periods without any food. So fats and carbohydrate, both of these are essential for our body. Another main important source is protein. So proteins helps in growth and repair the body. Plant sources like pulses, beans, peas, nuts, soya bean, mushrooms. These are all rich in plant-based protein. And animal-based protein, animal sources are milk, paneer, eggs, fish, and meat. These are essential for children, sports people, and those recovering from illness. In adequate amount, proteins helps children grow properly. So protein helps. Protein is basically the a bodybuilding food because it helps in building the body in the growth process. So children also need it, and even adults and old age people also need it. But the amount differs. Now, vitamins and minerals are the protective foods. Vitamins and minerals, both of them keep our body working well and protect us from diseases. Deficiency of vitamins or minerals causes diseases, such as vitamin C deficiency causes scurvy, which is bleeding gums, and citrus fruits like lemon and oranges can cure it because they contain vitamin C. Iodine deficiency also causes goiter, which is swelling in the neck. Iodized salt helps in preventing it. Other important vitamins and minerals are vitamin A, which is responsible for good eyesight, and carrots, mango, and milk contains vitamin A. Vitamin B1 is responsible for our heart health, and legumes, nuts, cereals, and seeds contains this. Also, vitamin D, which helps in absorbing the calcium for bones. Sunlight, milk, and butter contains it. Also, now the calcium is responsible for the strong bones and teeth. Milk and cheese contains calcium. Now, iron is also one of the important mineral which is important for blood. And green leafy vegetable and beetroot contains iron. Roughage and water. Now, roughage or dietary fiber comes from plant foods like fruits, leafy vegetables, grains, pulses such as apple and spinach, etc. It does not provide energy, but it helps with the digestion and getting rid of waste. So, it helps in excretion process or urinary process. Water is essential for absorbing nutrients and removing waste from our body through sweat and urine. Balanced diet. Nutritional needs differ by age, gender, activity, health, and lifestyle. Not everybody needs equal amount of food. At a certain age, you need some amount of food. For example, a children cannot eat a whole plate of rice. Meanwhile, an elderly person can eat it. So the amount differs according to the age, gender, and activity and health, and even the lifestyle matters. A balanced diet gives the right amounts of all nutrients, roughage, and water for growth and health. For example, children need more protein for the growth than old people. Compare potato wafers, like they're high in fats and calories but low in protein, vitamin, and fiber, with roasted chanas. You can compare potato chips with roasted chanas. Meanwhile, the roasted chanas contains lower fats, more protein, and more fiber. So obviously, the roasted chanas are way better than the potato wafers that are present. So roasted chana is healthier. Now, junk foods. What are junk foods? Foods high in sugar, salt, and fat, but low in vitamin, protein, fiber, like chips, candy, and soda, are called junk foods. Eating a lot of junk food makes people unhealthy and can cause obesity and diseases. So we need to limit our consumption of junk food. Packaged food labels tells us about nutrients. Some foods are fortified, which are extra nutrients added. So for example, iodized salt. So we need to limit the junk food and we need to consume the balanced diet and add on fruits and vegetables into our diet to keeps our life healthier. Now millets, these are the nutrition rich cereals. Millets like jawar, bajra, ragi, sanva are traditional Indian grains. They grow in various climates and are rich in nutrients like iron, calcium, vitamins and fiber. Millets are called nutri cereals and are a healthy addition to our diet. Now, millets are the crops that are grown like jawar, bajra, ragi, and sanva. These are the traditional Indian grains. Generally, they are grown in Punjab and Haryana side. So they grow in various climates and are rich in nutrients like iron, calcium, vitamins, and fiber. And also, millets are called nutri cereals and are healthy addition to our diet. So we need to take. So we need to add these into our balanced diet. Food miles from farm to plate. Food travels a long way from farms to our plates. Steps include growing, harvesting, cleaning, storage, transport, and selling. The total distance food travels is called food miles. So, from the producer, like farmers, to the consumer, like us, we purchase these foods from the market. But this whole process includes a lot of transportation and cleaning, storage, and harvesting, and at last the selling. So the total distance food travels is called food miles. Reducing food miles support local farmers, save energy, and keeps food fresher. Eating local and seasonal fruit is healthier and better for the environment. So reducing the food miles, reducing the middlemen sometimes helps in supporting the local farmers. We can directly contact farmers and purchase from them, but a middleman is required. He or the person, whoever there is present as a middleman, should offer a better price to farmers so that they can also profit from it. And it also saves energy and keeps food fresher. We can get the food sooner. So eating local and seasonal food is healthier and better for the environment as well. Yeah, so this was all about this chapter. I hope you understood everything. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. You can comment down your doubts below, and you can even appreciate in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for more such lectures. We'll meet in the next lecture soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.